All right, good morning, everyone. Just about ready to leave Blackburn ATC Center. Again, great stay, highly recommend it. Rain did show up 5 hours earlier than forecasted last night, so we're gonna get wet today. There's no plan is to go to Bears Den Hostel, which is 8 miles away, and then we'll just see how wet, how miserable I am, and we'll make a call there. So I'll see you up the trail. Also, one other item, there were 2 other hikers in the bunk last night, and I asked one of them how he slept, and he said, fine, despite your snoring. So I said, oh man, I'm sorry. And he said, yeah, it was, quote, pretty bad. So I apologize to Bob and the other hiker. The other hiker was a through hiker that had done 42 miles yesterday. So chapeau to the SOBO. I don't remember your name. But anyway, I apologize if I snored. I'll see you guys up the trail. All right, everybody, we're descending this sort of big step downs. The proprietor or the caretaker at Blackburn ATC Center said there are 2 ground wasp nests at the bottom of this, and that they had been stinging a lot of people. So look for large holes and then give them a wide berth. So let's hope I don't get stung. Now, the other 2 hikers are in front of me, and he said generally the first hiker's okay. It's the people behind, because the early hikers stir them up. So I'm in prime stinging position. But anyway, I'll let you know how I do. All right, unfortunately, I was stung, so I did not see the hole in the ground that I was looking for. I was being very careful, but I definitely got stung on the back of the leg, and the caretaker had said if you do get stung, the best approach is just to bleeping run. And so that's what I did. And so the bad news is I got stung. The good news is I just set a personal best for the 100-meter dash over uneven terrain with a backpack on my back. But anyway, stings, but it's not too bad. So we'll just carry on. Okay, everybody, for your moment of zen today, I'm just going to flip it around and let you enjoy the rain. All right, everybody, saw a sign, hiker warning, you are about to enter the roller coaster, built and maintained by the trail boss and his crew of volunteers. Have a great ride. I'll catch up in a little bit, hopefully, but right now I'm gonna put the phone away, simply due to it's really coming down. All right, everybody, it's still raining, maybe not quite as hard. We're in the roller coaster. What is the roller coaster? Well, it is I think it's like 13-mile stretch where there's like, I don't know how many, like 25, 26, something like that. Just short, steep, up and down. So there's no flat. People sort of curse the roller coaster, but I think it used to be a road walk. So the roller coaster is a relatively new part of the trail. When I say new, I think it was put back in the 80s. So there used to be like a 20-mile road walk. So they sent hikers along the road. That's pretty dangerous and not so scenic. So somehow they managed to find this piece of land. So the common question is, couldn't you have found sort of a less, pointless, a route with less pointless up and downs, which are known as PUDs. But I don't fault the trail designers. I mean, think how hard it would be to find continuous footsteps from Georgia to Maine, right? Like, I don't know if they, some of this land is Forest Service land, some is state park land, right? Maybe they bought some from private individuals. Maybe they have easements. Maybe they just straight up eminent domain some of it. But anyway, I'll try to show you a profile. I'm filming with my phone, but I've also got that Far Out app. I'll try to take maybe a screenshot of the profile of the roller coaster and put it up. But anyway, we're hiking along. Going to try to make it to Bears Den, make a decision about whether I want to keep going. It looks like the rain is forecasted all the way to like 6 p.m. So I may make it to Bears Den and just call it a day, but we'll have to see. But in the meantime, I'm singing. I have a song stuck in my head, Roller Coaster. I don't remember. I think it was a 70s band, but I think of the version covered by Red Hot Chili Peppers. And so we need to adapt the lyrics, just like we did for Dolly Parton's Hiking 9 to 5. So I'm thinking roller coaster of rocks, roller coaster, hoo, hoo, hoo. That's all I have. What's the chorus though? Your trail is like a roller coaster, baby, baby. I wanna ride. Anyway, so I'm inviting audience participation to rewrite the lyrics to Roller Coaster. But first, put in the comments who wrote the original song. I don't know who the songwriters are or who the original performers were of that song covered by Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then while we're on the topic of roller coasters, I used to love roller coasters as a kid. And I remember people used to wait in longer lines for the front and the back of the car. But the front sort of made sense to me, right? Because you got a better view. So I'm going to readjust my phone here. Right? Because you were kind of hanging over the edge of the first big hill. But I never really knew why people would wait extra length for the back of the roller coaster. Now, some people would say, well, it's faster, but that doesn't make any sense, right? Because the cars are fixed relative to one another. So one car cannot possibly have a higher average velocity than another car. Now, I don't know, maybe it's the sensations are different. But anyway, if you can explain why people enjoyed the back of the roller coaster, please let me know in the comments. Okay, that's enough random topic conversation. I'm going to try not to slip and fall on these slippery rocks. See you up the trail. Big moment, everyone. We have reached the West Virginia state line. Now, some of you may have noticed that we saw a Virginia state line sign on the road there at Keys Gap yesterday. Why didn't I celebrate yesterday? Well, yes, we did cross into Virginia yesterday, but then we hopped back into West Virginia. So this is one of those spots on the trail where you sort of hop back and forth on the border for a period of miles. And so the question becomes then, well, when do you celebrate? Well, for me, it seems like you don't want to celebrate until you actually leave a state for the last time. So yes, we crossed into Virginia yesterday, but I knew I was going back into West Virginia, so I didn't feel like I was done with West Virginia until just now. Now, I suppose, so for me, the way I'm treating it is I am in a state until I leave that state for the last time. So, for instance, yesterday, right, I was in West Virginia, in my classification system, even though I might have geographically been in Virginia, just because I knew I wasn't leaving West Virginia until today. Now, the problem with that system is, I suppose for me, again, I was in West Virginia yesterday, according to my system, but if somebody was traveling northbound, they would have considered themselves in Virginia, because again, they wouldn't have been done with Virginia yet. And so it seems kind of strange that two people heading in opposite directions, even if they're in the same spot, would consider themselves in different states. That sort of violates some notion of consistency. But anyway, that's the way I'm sort of treating it. How I'm going to celebrate on trail is whenever I leave the state for the last time, and that was the last time that I'm leaving West Virginia. So au revoir to West Virginia, onward to Virginia. I wish I knew more trivia. I think Virginia is the Old Dominion state. I think that's because it's like the oldest colony. So it was the oldest dominion of whatever the King of England was back in those days. But anyway, so if somebody has some good trivia on Virginia, definitely share it in the comments. So, okay, we'll continue on here in the roller coaster in the rain. Sort of thinking about it, and I realized when I say celebrate, my celebration was pretty sad. I don't know how to honor West Virginia. I have good memories of West Virginia. That's when I started my flip-flop through hike attempt in Harpers Ferry. Very cool town. Met a lot of cool people. So I have good memories of West Virginia. I don't know how to honor West Virginia. I suppose the logical choice would be singing "Country Roads Take Me Home" by John Denver. However, as I've already sung on today's video, that's probably not what you want to hear again. I also don't have the range of John Denver, right? When it's "To the Place I Belong," right? That really goes high. I would have to drop down the octave, and it's not good. So anyway, to honor West Virginia, perhaps after this video, you can find, I don't know, maybe a YouTube video of John Denver's "Country Roads Take Me Home" and celebrate. All right, see you up the trail. I know I said earlier I wasn't going to curse the roller coaster, but come on, guys. We're about to do some American Ninja Warrior stuff over some wet rocks. Okay, everybody, it has stopped raining for a little bit, so I'm taking my first break It's been a challenging day for sure, but in a mile and a half, the Far Out app says we're coming up on Snickers Gap. Now, I don't know what Snickers Gap is, right? Perhaps it's a gap where basically Snickers bars grow out of the ground like flowers, right? Or maybe someone is there to hand you a Snickers bar and a Mountain Dew. That's what I'm hoping for. It's probably not going to be that, but that's what I'm holding on to in my mind. If anyone wants to look up and see what is Snickers Gap named after, is it named after a person? Is the Snickers candy bar named after a person? Perhaps they're named after the same person. That would be awesome, right? I want a gap on the Appalachian Trail and a candy bar named after me, right? You can imagine Deep End Gap. That sounds mysterious and cool on the Appalachian Trail. And as far as a candy bar, it would actually have to have chocolate and peanut butter, and maybe we could caffeinate it somehow as well, right? But we'll see. But regular Snickers bars are good, right? They're dense, right? They don't take up a lot of room in your pack. Carbs, protein, and fat. Also, that doesn't really melt, right? High melting point. So these would be all good attributes for the Deep End candy bar that we're going to design. But anyway, I will keep you posted when we hit Snickers Gap. Okay, everybody, bad news. There's not a single Snickers bar in sight at Snickers Gap. Good news, there are signs to pizza and another restaurant and bar. So I haven't eaten much today. It's hard to, you can't really stop for lunch when it's pouring down rain. So I've been trying to snack as much as possible, but I'm definitely dragging. So I think I will stop at one of those restaurants, and then it's not too far to where we're gonna stay for the night. All right, everybody. Ate lunch at the Horseshoe Curve restaurant. Highly recommend it. Gentleman was very nice. Great place to get out of the rain. Had a hot ham and cheese and some fries and a Coke. Then I'm hiking almost to Bears Den Hostel. I'm hanging out in this little pavilion. According to the sign, it was the Eagle Project of Jacob D. Girolamo, troop number 969 in 2017. So, well done, young man. This is a welcome structure here. Maybe probably less than a tenth of a mile to get to Bears Den Hostel. I'm gonna take a shower, do some laundry, stare at the ceiling, and ponder my life's choices. The roller coaster is pretty legit. Now I know if you came from Springer Mountain, or you started up in Katahdin and you have over 1,000 miles in your legs, this probably isn't a huge deal, right? But if you're an out of shape tub of goo like me, then you'll probably find this stretch moderately difficult. So anyway, almost there. We'll catch up and do a wrap-up video at the end of the day. Okay, everybody, let me show you around Bears Den Hostel. It's the bunk I'm claiming for the night. There's a couple other hikers here, so I'll be quick. But basically, hiker special, bunk, shower, pizza, ice cream, soda, and laundry for $40. Can't beat that. Okay, everybody, we'll do a quick wrap-up video. We started here, 1181.5 Blackburn ATC Center. Went south up the page. So we hit that north end of the roller coaster. That was a sign still running there. Crossed into Virginia, so left to West Virginia for the last time, sorry. And now we're in the roller coaster, right? So we came up. These hills don't look very big, but they are steep, right? And so we're here at 1189.5. That's only 8 miles for the day, but again, we're just doing this one length of the pool at a time. You can kind of see what tomorrow's going to be is just more of the roller coaster, right? Some more very short up and down. So I'm pretty tired tonight, but I've got laundry done. I'm showered, had some pizza, watched a movie with some other hikers here. So it's been a nice evening. So we'll see you tomorrow on the next video, and thanks again for following along.
If you enjoyed this video, I would ask two things. First, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those actions help us grow the community so that we can put more good out into the world. Second, when I'm not out on an adventure, I am a college professor. A college education can be transformative, but college is an expensive proposition. However, I think we can help, so I'm asking you to please donate to support scholarships for students at the Sam M. Walton College of Business at the University of Arkansas. There are two ways you can navigate to the donation page. First, you can scan the QR code that you see on the screen. Please have cookies enabled in your browser. The second method is to navigate to the URL that you see on the screen or in the description to this video. When you arrive at that page, what should you see? Well, you will be on the online giving website for the University of Arkansas. You should notice that the designation and the other department, program, or fund fields are automatically populated. That's going to tell the fundraising personnel to automatically associate any funds raised with our effort here on this channel. All you have to do is enter an amount and your personal information. I will keep you up to date with our fundraising progress as we move through the adventure. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you on the next video.